And good afternoon, and welcome to Casper Park in Chippewa Falls. Rick Olson here, along with Jay Fall, Dan Petchow on the computer, Amanda Lemler is on the camera, and John Fellens is helping keep track of things going on. And we're getting ready to bring you the Eau Claire Cavaliers taking on the Chippewa Falls Lumber Jacks. Both teams have done their ins and outs, and as we're getting ready to start the game, I want to remind you that today's Eau Claire Cavalier games are being brought to you by Marine Credit Union with offices in Eau Claire at 3604. One of these times I'm going to get this address right. Oakwood Hills Parkway, and their team is there to guide you. Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax, comfort food the way Mom used to make it. Midwest Environmental Consultants, lawn care and soil testing experts for Western Wisconsin. Auto Vision Center, windshield repair and replacement on North Claremont Avenue in Eau Claire. Slayton's Technology, the official IT provider for the Northern Light Webcasting Network. And the Chippewa Valley Museum, where you can connect with the roots of the valley in Carson Park. Be sure to thank these fine sponsors for bringing you Eau Claire Cavalier Baseball on NLWN-TV. So today we have a twin bill for you. Cavaliers taking on the Chippewa Falls Lumber Jacks. And I think we have a little bit of a delay in the start of this game because the scoreboard isn't fired up yet, and they don't have their scoreboard operator up here yet. Although I suspect that's going to happen pretty soon. And while we wait, Jay, why don't you go ahead and fill us in on who's playing in today's game?
Okay, first game, we will have the Cavaliers, of course, are visiting. They're batting first, so leading off will be number 11, Brayton Tillman. And on defense, he'll be out in center field. Number 4, Xavier Bemnister is in position number 2. He will play third base. Third batter is Caden Erickson, number 6, and also in position 6, the shortstop. Batting cleanup, the catcher, Sam Knickerbocker, number 35. Fifth position is Logan Hesselman. He's the first baseman. He wears number 10 in the sixth spot in the order. Number 2, Aiden Pankrantz. He's out in left field. Cole Timon is the extra hitter today for the Cavs in the 7th position. He wears number 19. Jerome Delikowski, the designated hitter, is batting 8th, and he had a big home run in the last outing. Ashton Kroll plays 2nd. He's batting 9th, wearing 28. And in the 10th position, number 22, Trenton Palmer, out in right field. For the host Lumberjacks in the first game of this doubleheader. Leading off will be number 22, Nolan Hutzler. He will play right field. Second position, number 7, C.J. Varsho in center field. Jake Varsho is batting third. He's the shortstop, wears 21 for the Lumberjacks. Kellen Smith is the right fielder in the 4th batting position, the cleanup position, and he is wearing number 33. Number 9, Tyson Lucas, who is the pitcher for the Lumberjacks, will wear number 9. By the way, pitching today for the Cavaliers will be Eli Rathke. Let's see. 6th position is Carter Veith. He is the catcher, wearing number 16. Batting number 7 is the extra hitter, number 11, Matt Martineau. And number 0, Caleb Gardo, is the third baseman, wearing number 0, and he will play in the bat in the 8th position. Blake Tripler, the first baseman, number 14, batting 9th, and the 10th batter is Trevor France, number 4. He is the left fielder.
Thank you, Jake. Whoops. It works much better if I turn things on and turn things up, and all of a sudden I can hear what I'm talking about.
I can hear you now.
And, I don't know. Number 11 for the Chippewa Falls Lumberjacks, that's Matt Martineau.
Okay.
And I know the handwriting that comes up on the lineup cards isn't always the easiest to read. So, but anyway, that's Matt Martineau, and he's the extra hitter today for the Lumberjacks. Managers are meeting. You know what I haven't seen yet, Dan? And he's shaking his head. We don't have any umpires here yet either. I think John figured out how to turn on the scoreboard. And, oh, what they wouldn't do without us. I'll tell you what, we're going to take a timeout while we wait for the umpires to show up. They might have figured that with the weather forecast for today, there wasn't going to be a game, but hey, it's not raining.
Nope.
The field's in great condition, and we're ready for some baseball. Let's get it going before the storms get here. And Dan, let's take a timeout while we wait for things to get started here on NLWN-TV.
Gerald the Fish.
What about, like, Joaquin Bartholomew?
Joaquin Bartholomew.
Yeah. See ya.
See ya. Joaquin Bartholomew. What? How did you think of that?
I have no idea. Since we gave him that title, he should honestly be the king of the pond.
King of the pond.
Yeah.
He's out there somewhere.
For real.
You want this one?
Oh, yeah. Nice.
All right.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut. The one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I can have a drink. Or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking. Now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. Catch a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Even the mighty might not see it coming. It's prediabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test to know where you stand and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero on smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.
And we're back here at Casper Park in Chippewa Falls. Still waiting for umpires to show up. I looked out towards the parking lot and I see Cavalier fans rolling. Cavalier fans travel well, at least they are to this game. Nice crowd of Cavs people over here. And as Amanda pans over, we see some of the crowd that is primarily Cavalier spectators that have come over here to Chippewa Falls. And I see someone from the Lumberjacks on the phone, I suspect, saying, where are you guys? We are playing baseball today. And so hopefully they get here very quickly and we can get this game going. There is weather coming later today, so let's hope we get this going. We might be able to get a couple games in. 2 7-inning games scheduled for today. Emphasis on the word scheduled. And we'll just have to see what's going on. Both teams are ready to go, and we don't have umpires. So just kind of waiting to see. Taking a quick look at things here. Well, in fact, while we're waiting, let me run through what's coming up for you here on NLWN-TV. Our next Cavs game will be on Wednesday when the Cavaliers travel over to Cinder City Park in Altoona. as the Cavs will be taking on the Eau Claire Bears. That's a CRBL matchup. That's the defending champion Eau Claire Bears that the Cavs will be taking on. Coverage begins at 6:40 with In the Dugout, and it's followed by all the live play-by-play action. That's Cavalier baseball on Wednesday on NLWN-TV. Baseball of a different sort. Join us on NLWN-2 on Monday, June 8th, as we bring you Vintage to take on the Clear Lake Warriors. The bullpen show begins at 4:40 with play-by-play action to follow. When the Cavaliers get back home, which will be on Thursday of this week, Cavaliers want to remind veterans of the United States military that you can get a lifetime pass to all Cavalier home games. That's except for tournament games, of course. Tonight. And we'll have to see what the situation is. Amanda, if you give us a shot down towards the Cavaliers dugout there, and see what kinds of activities are going on down there. It's not much of anything. And so, taking a quick look at Cavaliers in the starting lineup, Brayton Tillman will lead things off. He is batting .667 on the year. He had a triple back on Wednesday against the Bullfrogs. Xavier Bemnister batting .750. He last played a week ago against Whitehall. Went 3 for 4. Caden Erickson is batting .286. He doubled on Wednesday. Sam Knickerbocker is batting .250. Logan Hesselman is batting an even 1,000. I think he's 1 for 1. Well, that'll give you 1,000 batting average.
It sure will.
As I pull this up real quick here, yeah, he's 1 for 1. And that was a single. And Aiden Pankratz is looking for his first hit. He did have an at-bat on Wednesday. And then Cole Timon batting .125. Jerome Delikowski, of course, he had that no-doubt home run on Wednesday. Towering shot over the center field fence at Casper Park. And then Ashton Kroll looking for his first hit of the season, followed by Trenton Palmer, who also laced a double on Wednesday, is batting.
If you smoked, get scanned. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
I'm serious, man. I actually drive better when I'm on it. If anything, I'm more careful. It just helps me focus. It just helps me focus, you know?
Here at Casper Park, Rick Olson along with John Fellens and Amanda Lemler. And we are going to be 20 minutes from the start of this game. So I'll tell you what, we're going to take our rain delay timeout, and as if it were a weather delay. It will tell you it's a weather delay, but it's not. But it's going to be a little while before we... You know what? We didn't get a chance to run the pregame show before this because we had some technical issues. We're going to run it now on NLWN-TV.
NLWN-TV presents the In the Dugout show with a look at today's Eau Claire Cavalier game. Now, join us as we get ready for baseball in the dugout.
Hello and welcome to the NLWN-TV studio and tonight's edition of In the Dugout. Rick Olson here, and we are getting ready to bring you all the action of today's Chippewa River Baseball League doubleheader between the Eau Claire Cavaliers and the Chippewa Falls Lumber Jacks. The Cavaliers come into today's game following their 3-1 victory over the Beef River Bullfrogs on Wednesday, while the Lumberjacks dropped an 11-1 decision to the Eau Claire Bears also on Wednesday. Now, coming up in this edition of In the Dugout, we'll take a look at today's matchups between the Cavs and the Lumberjacks. Then we'll get Cavalier manager Ryan Bemnister's perspective on today's games in the Ryan Bemnister Show. Following that, we'll take a quick look around the Chippewa River Baseball League to see where things stand in the early going of the season. Also, we'll take a moment to get to know one of this season's Cavalier players in Cavalier Profile. Finally, we'll bring you all the play-by-play action of today's games from Casper Park in Chippewa Falls. So it's time to get ready for some baseball action, and we'll do just that coming up right after this brief timeout as you're tuned to In the Dugout on NLWN-TV.
I'm a United States Marine. When I came home, I became angry. I had migraines and respiratory issues.
I served in the Army. There's a lot more people out there that have gone through more things. I shouldn't go and get those benefits because they had it worse.
If you could say anything to that veteran, what would you say?
Every veteran is deserving the benefits they earned by serving our country. You deserve because you serve. If you're struggling with life after service, don't wait, reach out.
Welcome back to In the Dugout. Very shortly, the Eau Claire Cavaliers will take on the Chippewa Falls Lumber Jacks in a Chippewa River Baseball League doubleheader from Casper Park in Chippewa Falls. Now, the Cavaliers, who are 1-1 in the CRBL South, are coming off a 3-1 victory over the Beef River Bullfrogs on Wednesday, while the Lumberjacks, who are also 1-1 but in the CRBL North, are coming off Wednesday's 11-1 loss to the Eau Claire Bears. Now, in the game against the Bullfrogs, the Cavaliers let solid pitching and fielding lead the way. Andrew Milner picked up the win for the Cavs by pitching 6 innings, allowing only 1 run while striking out 10. Picking up the save for the Cavs was James Schutte, who threw the final 3 innings, allowing no runs on no hits and striking out 5. Now, leading the Cavaliers at the plate was Brayton Tillman, who went 2 for 3, including a triple, and scored a run. And he hits a fly ball right center field, and it's deep. It's going to go all the way out to the warning track. Tillman is going to round second, head for third, and he's got a stand-up triple. Trenton Palmer also went 2 for 3.
And the pitch hit out to center field, drops in left center, and Palmer is on with a base hit.
Trenton Palmer is working on a 2-hit game now.
Adding additional power for the Cavaliers was Ryan Hull with a double to left in the second inning.
And the pitch? Line shot out into left center field. That's going to get out near the warning track. Digging for second. Here comes the throw, but in safely is Ryan Hull.
Caden Erickson set a double to center field in the third inning.
2 balls, no strikes to Erickson. He hits a fly ball out towards center field, sinking, and it's in for a base hit. Erickson rounds first. He's heading to second. He may try. No, he's going to check in at second with a stand-up double.
Logan Hesselman also picked up an RBI on a solid base hit to right.
And the pitch. There's a shot out into right field. It's going to fall in for a base hit. Erickson comes in to score. Knickerbocker stops at second. Throw comes over to third. But that's an RBI single for Logan Hesselman.
In addition, Jerome Delikowski unloaded a towering home run in the 8th.
There's a fly ball. That's deep out into left center field, and it's gone. We've been waiting years for Jerome Delikowski to get a hold of one, and there it went. A home run to center field, and Ethan Bartles had said there is no Kopechne to go yard on him here. Well, we have a Delakowski that can do the job just as well.
Defensively, the Cavaliers played a relatively clean game with only one error. Caden Erickson came up with a web gem when he dove and stabbed a ball behind second base and still fired to first for the out.
And that ball hit to the shortstop, knocked down by Erickson. Throw to first in time.
That was a dandy play by Caden Erickson, diving, stabbing the ball, and still making the throw over to first to Logan Hesselman. That's a web gem.
Yeah.
The Chippewa Falls Lumber Jacks are also 1-1 on the young season. Now, last season, the Lumberjacks qualified for the Chippewa River Baseball League playoffs and were defeated in the championship game by the Eau Claire Bears. Last season, they faced the Cavaliers twice, with the two teams splitting their doubleheader. Now, this year, the Jacks are being led at the plate by Tyson Lucas, who is hitting at an 800 pace by going 4 for 5 with a pair of singles, a double, and a triple. He's followed by Preston Alger, who's hitting at a 571 pace, going 4 for 7 with a pair of doubles and singles. Nolan Hutzler is 5 for 9 for a 556 average, including a double and a triple. Blake Tripler at 429, Trevor Franz at 375, and Matt Martineau at 333 round out the Jacks, hitting 300 or better. On the mound, Tyson Lucas leads Chippewa Falls with a 1-0 record and an ERA of 1.17 in 6 innings of work and striking out 8. He's followed by Nolan Hutzler, who has a record of 0-1 with an ERA of 3.00. Now, the Cavaliers are being led at the plate by Xavier Bemnister, who's hitting at a 750 pace and a run scored. He's followed by Brayton Tillman, who's hitting at a 667 average with a run scored and a triple. Trenton Palmer is batting an even 500, including a double, while Jerome Delakowski is hitting for 400, including a home run. Brett Olson rounds out the Cavaliers, hitting 300 or better with a 333 average. Leading the way on the mound is Andrew Milner, who is 1-0 with an ERA of 1.50 with 10 strikeouts in 6 innings of work. He's followed by Leidel Torres, who has an ERA of 1.59 in 5 2/3 innings pitched. James Schutte has picked up a save with an ERA of 2.25 in 4 innings. Coming up next, following this timeout, we'll get manager Ryan Bemnister's perspective as we chat with him on The Ryan Bemnister Show. You're tuned to In the Dugout on NLWN-TV.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff.
Mama!
Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
The Goat Coffee House on Water Street in Eau Claire presents The Ryan Bemnister Show, where Cavalier manager Ryan Bemnister gives us his perspective on today's game. And now, The Ryan Bemnister Show.
Once again, today we're at the Goat Coffee House in Eau Claire on Water Street, talking with Cavalier manager Ryan Bemnister. And Ryan, today the Cavaliers are going to head on up to Chippewa Falls to take on the Chippewa Falls Lumber Jacks in a doubleheader from Casper Park. And before we talk about today's game, let's look back at Wednesday when the Cavaliers topped the Beef River Bullfrogs 3-1. Your thoughts about that game?
It kind of went like I thought it would. I thought we'd score a few more runs and stuff like that. But, that we talked about how scrappy that team is and how they're always in every single game, and they're probably a pitcher or two away from winning more games than each year. I think they're built for a little bit more success this year. Ethan's got a good handle on what's going on there, even with the shifting of players around that they lost. But everybody loses players. But I thought, personally, for our team, we We cleaned up the defense, which was really important to us after that Whitehall game, because I think that cost us the game, all those errors and mental errors. Able to clean everything up, and then we were able to, scrap 3 runs across the plate there. Had opportunities for more, but we were still missing a couple guys. So hopefully this weekend, we'll be good.
Now, you kind of alluded to it. The Cavaliers made some big strides when compared to their season opening loss to Whitehall, and especially in the field. Can you go into a little more detail about the play of the Cavaliers in the field and how much better it was?
Yeah, I mean, it helps to have, certain guys back at certain positions, of course. That gives you a little bit of, more confidence, of course. But again, in this game, we were starting a kid that normally doesn't play at second. We were starting a kid that's an outfielder at third base. So, it was just, we still had some holes to fill, and we still were able to be confident enough in the game to be able to field it cleanly and make all the plays we needed to. It helps when you have a guy like Andrew Milner on the mound that's going to strike out 40 guys a game, you don't have to have too much defense behind you. But, I mean, the guys made plays behind him. Caden had a great play in that game that kind of, saved a run. Tilly had I think it went underrated. Tilly had a great play in the outfield. Looked very routine-y, but they had bases loaded with 2 outs, and the guy just ripped one in the outfield that looked like it was going to be a gapper, and he was right there. And that's what helps out when you get our normal guys back. You put a guy like Tilly out in center or Hav out in center, we got him. It makes everybody out in the outfield better. So I think it went a long ways with our defense to win that game on Wednesday.
Now at the plate, the Cavaliers showed some power with a pair of doubles, a triple, a home run. That's a bit of a change when compared to Cavalier teams of the past few years. Is this something we should look for as the season rolls on?
I just had this conversation with one of my players last night, and how they had mentioned, they go, I think we're not built, we still have speed, and we have the ability to do small ball on guys. But this year, I think, and I mentioned this after in our post game, that I think we have the opportunity to put some runs on the board by big bats, which we never really had in the past. I mean, we always had guys that could put a double here and there, but now we have some speed built with some power, where you're going to see more triples, see a lot more doubles. I think we'll probably see a few more. I mean, we only hit 2 or 3 home runs a year as a team. I think we're going to hit close to double digits this year. You put me on the record for that. I mean, once we get kind of guys going, I think that could be a possibility for us.
Now, in his first outing for the Cavaliers this season, Andrew Milner threw 6 solid innings, gave up only 1 run with 10 strikeouts. Can you comment on his pitching as well as the relief work of newcomer James Schutte?
Yeah, Millie, that's not, we've come accustomed to seeing that happen every game for him. And he's coming off a pretty good college season where he had a really good start of the season and then kind of faded into the background at the end, which was, frustrating as a player, especially a kid that's graduating out and stuff like that. So he was all gung-ho for that mound. And he was going to give me everything he could, knowing that he might have to throw against, Chippewa or against the Bears next week and stuff like that, but he was going to give me everything he could. Schutz, we've known him for a few years just because of playing against him, so we knew what we had there with him moving into town and staying here, and knowing guys from Eau Claire because he played for Eau Claire for a couple of years. We kind of know the arm he has. The one thing we didn't know that we're learning now, and this is his second outing, he gets better as he throws more often. Not more pitches in a game, but more often as the season goes on.
Fewer days
stronger
rest.
And stronger, yes. And you could see his fastball had a little bit more giddy up on it against Beef than it did against Whitehall. His movements is always really good with his pitches. So I think that's going to be one of our guys that he's in long reliever. He'll be a spot starter, and he's definitely going to be shutting down a lot of games for us.
Now today the Cavaliers take on the Chippewa Falls Lumber Jacks, who last season the Cavs and the Lumberjacks split their doubleheader. What can you tell us about this year's Jacks?
They're probably the same as last year. A little bit stronger. I know they got another bat over there that they got from us, which is good for that kid to get some more time in the field and stuff like that. So they're a little stronger there, adding that good bat in the lineup. Their pitching's going to be good like it was last year. They got that coaching staff over there's got that team dialed in to win the divisions and compete in the CRBL every year, and it's going to be a tough go of it, and always playing doubleheaders with these guys, it's hard. When you play the really good teams doubleheaders,
you got to play them back to back, and they're only 7-inning games, so things that happen are kind of intensified.
Yeah, a lot, and you got to start. I mean, the bad part is you don't want to, but you have to think, okay, well, we play another game in 3 days. Okay, so I can't really run through 7 pitchers. So you always got to have that in the back of your mind a little bit so you don't burn up for the next game, and then that means you burn up for the next game.
And that next game is the Eau Claire Bears, and that's not one you can afford to burn up for.
Yeah, so we got to be real careful with what we do. Hopefully, the bats are there. We've recorded 8 and 9 hits in each of the first 2 games, which isn't bad. I'd like to get in the double digits for hits and stuff like that. I'd like to manufacture some more runs, which would be a little bit nicer for us. So far this year has been tough scoring some runs. Again, missing a couple bats hurts each game, but I think this weekend against the Lumberjacks we should be full force with a normal lineup finally, I think.
So, who's getting the call to the mound?
Well, Milner said he'll be ready, so I think we're gonna go Milner. We're gonna probably play it by ear for the other game, whether it's game 1 or 2. We're missing a couple of arms. Zach and Torres are gone for internships and work, so that kind of limits the pitching staff a little bit. We're probably going to have 4 or 5 strong arms. Hopefully we can get 7 innings out of Millie, and we'll piece together the other one. I'm thinking Cooper Dykes is going to be back with us. We'll get him 3 or 4. Well, probably 3 actually, I should say, because he's limited for his pitch count. But maybe get him in the second game. But you'll probably see every pitcher we have. Rafke's going to be there. Schutt's going to be there. Yarrington will be there. So we'll put everything together. But you'll probably see Milner for sure, and I would assume Rafke for sure.
And that combination of pitchers that you just went through, I was just thinking, as an opposing team, they're all so different that each time through the lineup, they're struggling every time.
Yeah, I mean, you saw it against Beef. I mean, you throw Millie, who throws hard. Lefty, big lefty coming at you hard and things like that with some good movement. And then you go to Schutz, who his motion is a lot slower. His arm angles are way different. His fastball comes in just the same as his changeup. His arm motion doesn't change. Now you start throwing in guys like Rafke, he just looks like a lion out there. You put Cooper out there, who just subtly throws everything by you because he doesn't look like he could because he's only a pencil. And then you get a guy like Yarrington who's going to mix everything up. I mean, it really gives us an opportunity. If one thing's not working, let's move to the next. If they're keying off on a fastball, let's get somebody in there that can throw some breaking pitches. Let's see what we can do with that. But the main thing is we're going to have to hit the ball. We're going to have to manufacture some runs. I want to take some pressure off of our pitchers. We have a long stretch of games here before we get about a 7 or 8 day break at the end of May. I want our pitchers to be more relaxed so they don't have to throw 100 pitches to get through 6 innings. I want them just to throw 60 and rest.
Ryan, good luck on today's game. Hopefully, the Cavaliers can find a way to keep challenging in the CRBL South.
I hope so.
You've been tuned to the Ryan Bempnister Show presented by the Goat Coffee House on Water Street in Eau Claire, with Cavalier manager Ryan Bempnister's outlook on today's game. Stay tuned. More of In the Dugout is coming right up.
No, no, no. Turn it down. Turn it off. Get a hand. Lose the bells and whistles. Drive without distractions.
Welcome back to In the Dugout. We're getting ready to bring you all the action of today's Chippewa River Baseball League doubleheader between the Eau Claire Cavaliers and the Chippewa Falls Lumber Jacks. Now, the Cavaliers and the Lumberjacks each last played back on May 13th, and on that day the CRBL had just those 2 games. The Cavaliers defeated the Beef River Bullfrogs 3-1, while the Lumberjacks were topped by the Eau Claire Bears 11-1. Now that left the Chippewa River Baseball League standings coming into this weekend as follows. In the South Division, the Whitehall Whitetails were in first place with a 3-0 record. They were followed by the Osseo Merchants at 1-0 and 1 game off the pace. In third place, there's a virtual tie with the 2-2 Eau Claire Bears along with the 1-1 Cavaliers and Beef River Bullfrogs. All are 1.5 games back. Sixth place belongs to the Augusta Athletics, who are 3 games out. In the North Division, first place belongs to both the 3-1 Jim Falls Sturgeons and the Tilden Tigers. In third place are the Chippewa Falls Lumberjacks at 1-1 and 1 game off the pace. The Cadott Red Sox are in fourth, while the Bloomer Woodticks hold down fifth. Now, yesterday, the Beef River Bullfrogs were scheduled to take on the Tilden Tigers in a doubleheader from Casper Park, and we'll bring you the results of those games during today's game. Now, today, the CRBL has 3 doubleheaders scheduled, with the Cavaliers traveling to Casper Park in Chippewa Falls to play 2 against the Chippewa Falls Lumber Jacks. It will be the Osseo Merchants welcoming the Jim Falls Sturgeons to Soini Field in Osseo for a twin bill, while the Cadott Red Sox are scheduled to play a pair at Jan Kruger Memorial Field in Augusta against the Augusta Athletics. Now, coming up next, following this timeout, we'll get to know one of this season's Cavalier players on Cavalier Profile. You're tuned to In the Dugout on NLWN-TV.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Time now to get to know a Cavalier player on Cavalier Profile. We'll get to know a little better who plays on this year's Eau Claire Cavalier baseball team. And now, Cavalier Profile. This has been Cavalier Profile, where we get to know a little better who plays on the Cavalier baseball team. Stay tuned, more in the dugout coming right up.
Some people judge a book by its cover, and
If you're not what people are looking for, you're kind of like a reject.
School, it feels like everyone's staring at me and I'm just kind of not really a person.
It just feels hard today. Nobody was listening to me.
And I'll try to understand me more, and I'll try to do the same.
Listening is a form of love. Find ways to support your kids at sounditouttogether.org.
Welcome back to In the Dugout. Today, the Cavaliers will take on the Chippewa Falls Lumber Jacks in a doubleheader from Casper Park in Chippewa Falls. The Cavaliers want to build on their performance on Wednesday in their victory over Beef River. To do that, the Cavs will need to continue the fine fielding and pitching they had, as well as get a little more consistency from the bats. So, the Cavs are ready to reassert themselves as one of the leaders in the Chippewa River Baseball League when they take on the Chippewa Falls Lumber Jacks, and we'll have all the action of both games of today's doubleheader for you right here on NLWN-TV. In just a moment, I'll be joining the rest of our broadcast crew in the Marine Credit Union broadcast facility at Casper Park in Chippewa Falls as we get ready for today's Chippewa River Baseball League doubleheader between the Eau Claire Cavaliers and the Chippewa Falls Lumber Jacks. That's all coming up next. You've been tuned to The Dugout Show on NLWN-TV.
We come from a long line of farmers, and there's a sense of pride, but there's also a significant amount of pressure.
Farmers have to take care of their physical and their mental health, because what's a farm without a farmer?
Watching the sun come up, that's my time. I can have a cup of coffee, and every day is a new opportunity.
That's cool.
Yeah. Don't forget to check in on yourself. Love your mind.
You've been watching the In the Dugout Show with a look at today's Eau Claire Cavalier game. Stay tuned. Coming up next is live Eau Claire Cavalier baseball.
When tech goes on the fritz and frustration kicks in, Sladen's technology where you trust he can. From nowhere to backups, we've got what you need. Call us up, we'll plant the seed. Sladen's on the way, your heroes in disguise. For businesses large and small, we're the ultimate prize. 715-864-2833, give the IT help you desire. Call 715-864-2833 today.
NLWN-TV presents Eau Claire Cavalier baseball.
Under the lights, where legends are born, diamond warriors with heart that's worn, uniform shining, proud on the field, a title to win, a promise revealed, every pitch thrown, every swing that we take, together we rise, oh make no mistake, with bats and with balls.
Follow the Cavaliers all season long as they strive for another Chippewa River Baseball League title.
Cavaliers striving, hear the crowd roar, seeking a title, we're hungry for more, every base we run, every cheer that we hear, united we stand, with nothing to fear.
So now, let's go out to the ballpark in today's Eau Claire Cavalier baseball game.
The stakes, this is our moment, let's make no mistake.
And welcome back to Casper Park in Chippewa Falls. Rick Olson, Jay Fall, Dan Petchow, Amanda Lemler, and John Fellens, who's now doing double duty. He's monitoring our social media and running the scoreboard here for the Chippewa Falls Lumber Jacks. And we've come to the conclusion that the umpires were just waiting for the In the Dugout show to take place. That's how they knew there was going to be a game. And we hadn't run that yet. And so now that we've run that, we can have umpires here. And we were just a moment or so given the 5-minute sign from Cavalier manager Ryan Bemnister. So in that period of time, Jay, can you quickly run through again the starting lineups for today's game?
Certainly. The Cavaliers are on the road today, so they'll be batting first. Brayton Tillman leads it off. He's the center fielder. Xavier Bemnister, the third baseman, will bat second. In the third position, Caden Erickson, the shortstop. Sam Knickerbocker, the catcher, bats cleanup. Logan Hesselman in the 5th position is the first baseman today. Aiden Pankrantz is the left fielder. Batting number 7 is the extra hitter Cole Timon. Jerome Delikowski is the designated hitter, batting 8th for the Cavs, and Ashton Kroll in the 9th spot. He plays second base, and Trenton Palmer is the right fielder in the 10th position for the Cavaliers. For the host, Chippewa Falls Lumber Jacks, Nolan Hutzler is the right fielder. He'll start off batting for them. C.J. Varsho in the 2nd position. He's the center fielder. Jake Varsho is the shortstop, and he will bat 3rd. The cleanup batter for the Lumberjacks, Kellen Smith, the right fielder. Tyson Lucas is pitching today for the Lumberjacks, and he will bat 5th. Carter Veith is the catcher, number in the 6th position. Matt Martineau, the extra hitter, is batting 7th. Caleb Gardo is the third baseman, batting 8th. Blake Tripler is the first baseman in the 9th position, and rounding it out for the Lumberjacks is Taylor Franz. He is the left fielder. Pitching for the Cavaliers today is
Eli Rathke.
Yeah, Eli Rathke. There we go.
And Rathke comes into today's game with 2 1/3 innings pitched. He got roughed up a little by the Whitehall Whitetails. Gave up 3 earned runs on 7 hits. He walked 5 and struck out 2. He has an 11.57 ERA. Tyson Lucas on the mound for the Lumberjacks has gone 6 innings. He has a 1.17 earned run average with 8 strikeouts. He's been pretty effective. A little while ago, while we were waiting for umpires to get here, which, by the way, as I'm looking around, we're still waiting for, pretty functional game of hacky sack going on down in front of the Cavalier bullpen, or dugout, I should say, and there's still a little bit of it going on. It's a foursome down there right now. And Amanda zooming in on that as Cavs are doing whatever they can to stay loosened up. And like I say, we are still waiting on the umpires. They are either he or they, it might be just a single umpire today, is on his way. And we were told 5 minutes, and that was... well, a couple minutes ago, anyway. 3 minutes ago. So, I'll tell you what, why don't we take this time out until we see the umpires here, and then we'll be back with Cavalier Baseball on NLWN-TV.
Love the hustle, Cliff. Who are you?
Your lungs.
We're quite proud of you.
Even though you quit smoking years ago, you may be at risk for lung cancer.
Okay, but with a routine screening, you can detect it early when it's more curable.
Sounds good, guys. Can I get a little space here?
Biologically, no.
Okay.
Listen to your lungs. Get a routine screening that could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
I was a quarterback at Hardaway High School. College first-round draft pick. During the football season, I would stop eating. But I didn't know I was depressed. We didn't have any education behind what mental health was. I started to learn it starts here first. If this is together, I'll be better as a father and as a husband. We have to redefine what being a strong man is and heal, love your mind.
Jason, let's go see your room.
That's not right. How was it? Is it good?
Oh, I don't see where you got your degree.
I don't have one. I went another route.
All right. I guess tell me a bit about your experience.
For 15 years, I've been managing logistics and mastering project management skills.
Wow. Sounds like you've got just the kind of skills and experience we're looking for.
Gerald the Fish. What about like Joaquin Bartholomew?
Joaquin Bartholomew.
Yeah. See ya.
See ya. Joaquin Bartholomew. What? How did you think of that?
I have no idea. Since we gave him that title, he should honestly be the king of the pond.
King of the pond.
Yeah.
He's out there somewhere.
For real.
You want this one?
Oh, yeah. Nice.
All right.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut. The one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I can have a drink. Or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking. Now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. Catch a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
And evidently, there is an umpire. I see one. Holy cow. The rare and endangered species of the black-cloaked blue. He's down in the Lumberjack dugout right now, getting ready to come out on the field as the Lumberjacks have taken the field, and we're getting ready defensively for the Lumberjacks. We have Garbo, at like Greta, right? Well, that's how I remember that. Boy, am I showing my age with that. He's at third. Jake Varsho's at short. Hutzler's at second. Tripler at first. Carter Veith, former Cavalier, behind the plate. Tyson Lucas on the mound. Out in the outfield, it's France, CJ Varsho, and Smith are the outfielders going from left to right. One umpire tonight, and being greeted warmly by Ryan Bemnister, who gives Carter Veith a little bit of grief as he walks by, because Carter was... Oh, it is Gardo.
It is Gardo.
Okay. Stepping up to the plate, Brayton Tillman. We're going to have baseball.
And a lot of wind.
And the first pitch is a called strike to Brayton Tillman from Tyson Lucas. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on a miss, strike two. And that pitch is high for a ball. One ball, one strike. Or one ball, two strikes. John's trying to get the scoreboard figured out. And a ground ball through the hole out into right field. And Brayton Tillman's on with a base hit. It's going to bring up Xavier Bemnister. Bemnister comes into today's game batting .750. He did not play on Wednesday, but against Whitehall, he went 3 for 4. One of the high points for the Cavaliers that day. Lucas delivers. High and away for a ball. Lucas looks at first and delivers. Strike called about mid-thigh on the inside corner. Throw over to first. Back in safely is Tillman. Tough job today for the umpire flying solo. Foul back out of play. Back into the woods. A couple years ago, we did a game here, and Dan parked his truck over off the right side. Problem was, it wasn't his truck, it was his wife's truck. And baseballs kept thumping it. Fly ball, foul ball, out of play. Tillman was off on the pitch. Landed just behind the awning down the first baseline. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nobody out. Tillman takes his lead at first. Throw over to first. Tillman gets back. That's when you know you've got a good lead, is when you draw the throw. And the pitch. Ground ball over towards short. Backhanded. Throw across the infield. Not in time. And it's an infield hit for Xavier Bemnister. And that moves Tillman over to second. And it brings up Caden Erickson. Erickson batting .286. He laced a double to right center field back on Wednesday. Two on, nobody out. And the first pitch is a called strike at the letters. And a foul back out of play. No balls and 2 strikes to Caden Erickson. Lucas delivers. Line shot out into center field. Well, stabbed. Throw over to second. That's wide of the mark. The play was stabbed by Jake Varsho behind the bag. Tried to backhand flip it to Hutzler at second. It was wide of the mark, and everybody's safe. That's going to go in as an error on the shortstop Varsho on that throw. And the bases are loaded. That'll bring up Sam Knickerbocker, and the first pitch is high for a ball. Cavs mounting a threat right away in the first inning. 1 ball, no strikes. Fly ball out towards left center field, moving over his friends, and it's off his glove. 1 run is in, throw over to third is not in time. That's going to go as an E7, but it's still a sacrifice. And so Tillman comes in to score, making the Cavs on top. 1-0. Logan Hesselman batting an even 1,000. And there's a fly ball out in center field. Franz dropping back. He's under this one and makes the catch. Tagging and coming in to score is Xavier Bemnister. And the Cavs go up 2-0. That'll bring up Aiden Pankratz. Pankratz looking for his first hit. He did have an at-bat on Wednesday. Runners at first and second. And it's a called strike. Inside corner. And the pitch. That just missed outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. And the pitch. That's high. 2-0. And the pitch. Line shot out into right center field, falls in for a base hit, rounding third. Coming in to score is Erickson. And a good solid base hit by Pankratz. And that makes the score 3-0 Cavaliers. And that's going to bring up Jerome Delikowski. They reversed the order on us. Throw over to first. And back in safely is Pankratz. By the way, out there running for Knickerbocker is Ryan Hull. No balls, no strikes. 1 out. And the pitch. Strike called to Jerome Delikowski. And the pitch. Chopper over to third, throw to first. It's in time, but a run does come in to score. So Delikowski grounds to third, but does pick up the RBI. And that puts the Cavs up 4-0. And Cole Timon steps to the plate. Timon is the extra hitter. And that first pitch is fouled back out of play. And the pitch. Ground ball over towards short. Throw over to first. And it's in time. So that'll do it for the Cavaliers in the top of the first, but they do pick up 4 runs on 3 hits. There were 2 errors, and 2 were left on base. So we've played a half inning. It's the Cavaliers 4 and the Chippewa Falls Lumber Jacks coming to back on NLWN-TV.
Debt doesn't have to be complicated. Let Marine Credit Union simplify your debt so you can feel good about your money. Schedule time to get started at marinecu.com. Federally insured by NCUA.
Honey, the kids are antsy. What can we do that will keep all of us entertained and won't break the bank?
How about we take them to the Cavaliers game? Tickets are inexpensive, there's popcorn, hot dogs, and other baseball treats, and great baseball action.
That's right, Eau Claire Cavalier Baseball, your best choice for affordable family entertainment. Check out the schedule at www.eauclaircavaliers.org.
Marine Credit Union is rewarding you for making on-time loan payments with our My Loan Rewards program. Take out a loan, open a checking account with a qualified direct deposit, and get money back. Chart your course. Get details at marinecu.com. Federally insured by NCUA.
Back here at Carson Park, or no, we're at Casper Park. Well, they both start with C's. No laughing at me over there, Jay.
But we are nonetheless in the
Marine Credit Union broadcast facility here. Yes, we are.
There'll be one at every park that we're at this season.
So taking a look at the Cavaliers out in the field, Knickerbocker behind the plate. Xavier Bemnister is at third. Caden Erickson is at short. Ashton Kroll at second. Logan Hesselman's at first. Aiden Pankratz Switching my letters around there. Brayton Tillman and Trenton Palmer are out in the outfield going from left to right. Eli Rathke on the mound. And the umpire today, we finally got his name, is Jamison Schmidt, is behind the plate. And the first pitch is low and inside for ball one by Eli Rathke. Rathke comes into the game with an 0-1 record. 2 1/3 innings pitched. He just missed inside with that one. He gave up 3 earned runs in that 2 1/3 innings. On 7 hits, walked 5, struck out 2. Has an ERA of 11.57. That pitch missed. It's 3-0. 3-0 to Nolan Hutzler. Comes into the game batting .556. Rathke at the belt. And the 3-0 pitch. There's a strike at the letters. And that missed for ball 4. During the dugout show, we mentioned we would bring you the scores from yesterday's Tilden Tigers versus Beef River Bullfrogs doubleheader. Well, the Bullfrogs came up a little short, losing the first game 10-0 and the second game 20-0 to the Tilden Tigers. And the first pitch is a called strike to C.J. Varsho, making his first appearance at the plate for the Lumberjacks. Rathke delivers. Ground ball over towards second. Flip to short. Throw to first. Not in time. But Varsho's on with a fielder's choice. 4-6 on the putout. One away, and Jake Varsho comes to the plate. He's batting .250. And the pitch. High hopper over to second. Flip to short. Throw to first. In time! A 4-6-3 double play. And that'll do it for the Lumberjacks in the first. No runs on no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. And we have played an inning with the Cavaliers 4 and the Lumberjacks nothing on NLWN-TV.
The Eau Claire Cavaliers would like to take veterans out to the ball game. That's right. As a thank you for your service, any veteran of the United States military can receive a lifetime pass for free admission to all Cavalier home games. Just come to Carson Park with your veteran identification, and the Cavaliers will issue you a free lifetime pass to all Cavalier home games. That's just the Cavaliers' way of saying thank you for your service.
Auto Vision Center in Eau Claire, your source for auto glass repair and replacement. Their quality work comes complete with a lifetime warranty on workmanship. When it comes to windshield repair and replacement, Auto Vision Center provides mobile auto glass services with free estimates. So if your windshield needs help, call Auto Vision Center today. That's Auto Vision Center at 1631 North Claremont in Eau Claire. Call 715-834-5277.
Back here at Casper Park, Cavaliers up on top 4-0 over the Chippewa Falls Lumberjacks. Lumberjacks made it to the CRBL championship game last year. They are a force to be reckoned with. Split their doubleheader with the Cavaliers last year. That happens to be the second game of that doubleheader was Andrew Milner's no-hitter from last year. Due up for the Cavaliers, Ashton Kroll, Trenton Palmer, and Brayton Tillman. Kroll looking for his first hit of the year. Tyson Lucas delivers, swung on a miss for strike one. And the pitch. That's down low. A ball and a strike. And that pitch just missed. 2 balls and a strike. And there's a strike on the inside corner. Counts even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's a breezy day at Casper Park. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So Kroll goes down swinging, brings up Trenton Palmer. Batting .500 on the season. Smashed a double to left center field on Wednesday. And fouls that one back out of play. I take that back. He did not get a double. It was Ryan Hall that got the double. But he went, had 2 hits. Went 2 for 4. There's a short hopper fielded by Lucas and throw over to first. And Palmer's down 1-3. Takes us back to the top of the order. Brayton Tillman, who singled to right field and came around to score on Sam Knickerbocker's sacrifice fly that turned into an error. Lucas looking in and delivers. Just missed outside. Ball and no strikes. Here's the wind and the pitch. There's a fly ball out into right field. Gonna find the corner. Heading towards second is Tillman, and he checks in with a double. Tillman's got a 2-hit game going. Going to bring up Xavier Bemnister. Bemnister got an infield hit his first time up. Deep in the hole, the shortstop, who wasn't able to make the play. Varsho did not have a play on Bemnister at first. Lucas delivers. That's a strike at the knees. And the pitch. Strike 2 called. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Tillman on second. And the pitch. Foul back into the screen. Count remains 0-2. High for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And there's a ground ball back to Lucas at first. Soft toss over to, or Lucas on the mound, and soft toss to first. And Bemnister goes down 1-3. So the Cavaliers go down. No runs on 1 hit. There were no errors. 1 left on base. We've played an inning and a half, and it's the Cavaliers 4 and the Lumberjacks nothing on NLWN-TV.
I can't bounce. Okay. Oh my God. Wait, look. Wait, look at me.
Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax has just what you need when you have that craving for a home-cooked meal the way Mom used to make it. Mom's is open from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. daily and until 9 on Fridays with a complete breakfast menu. Lunch includes sandwiches, salads, wraps, and burgers, along with Mom's comfort food favorites, and don't forget dinner on Fridays with Mom's famous fish fry. The coffee always hot, the breakfast always delicious, and lunch puts a smile on your face. 225 Bremer Avenue, Colfax. Call 715-962-4617. That's Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax.
Back here at Casper Park, heading into the bottom half of the second inning. Cavs up on top, 4-0. Due up for the Lumberjacks, Kellen Smith, Tyson Lucas, and Carter Veith. In the unofficial pitch count out on the scoreboard, there's quite a difference so far. In an inning and a half, Tyson Lucas has thrown 30 pitches, whereas Eli Rathke got out of that first inning with only 7 pitches. Very efficient first inning with the aid of the 6-4-3 double or 4-6-3 double play. So Kellen Smith steps in batting .250. And the pitch. And that's a strike called on the inside corner. Rathke at the belt, and he delivers. Ground ball, fair down the third baseline. Smith rounds first, he heads towards second, and the throw gets away, but backed up. And Smith opens things up with a double to left field. That's going to bring up Tyson Lucas. That was one of those seeing eye doubles. Just found its way inside the bag down the third baseline. Rathke looks over at second and delivers. Strike called right at the belt. Lucas batting .800 on the season. I believe he's 4 for 5. And the pitch. It's a little high for a ball. That's outside for ball 2. Lucas is 4 for 5. He does have a double and a triple, along with a pair of singles. 2 balls and a strike. Rathke delivers. Down in the dirt. 3 balls and a strike. Eli Rathke looking in. Now looks at second. And delivers. Foul back out of play. Count goes full. Cavaliers in their road blue pinstripe tops with white pants. Lumberjacks in their all-white uniforms with navy blue numbers. Runner goes down to third, and the throw gets out into left field, and coming in to score. So that's going to go as a stolen base of third, and then he scores on an error on the throw. An error by Knickerbocker on the throw. And the pitch. That's high for a ball. And that's high for ball 2. This is Carter Veith. First plate appearance for the Lumberjacks. Runner goes. There's a fly ball out towards left field. Pankratz makes the catch and bounces off the fence. He hangs on. Matt Martineau. Whoops. Works better if I push that button. Martineau pops the ball out to right. Moving over is Palmer. He's under it. He makes the catch. So 2 down. Caleb Gardo coming to the plate. Batting .222. Tyson Lucas at first. And the pitch is down low. Throw to second. And they didn't get him. That's a stolen base by Tyson Lucas. That's 1 ball, no strikes. And that's down low. 2 balls, no strikes. Runner goes over to third on the pass ball. So Lucas on third. And the pitch. That's high for ball 3. And the 3-0 pitch. That's high and away for ball 4. Second walk of the inning given up by Rathke. It's going to bring up Blake Tripler. Tripler batting .429 on the season. Left-hander. Runners on the corners with 2 down. And the pitch. Strike called. Rathke's fastball is working fairly well. Strike 2 called. Came right back with it on the outside corner. Now it's time for him to pull the string. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Fouled away at the plate. He had a breaking ball that time. Tripler got a piece of it. So no balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch. Ground ball over towards second, and it gets through. 1 run's in. So Tripler singles to right. It scores Tyson Lucas. And it's going to bring up Trevor Franz, batting .375. Four to 2 now. Cavaliers with the lead. And the pitch is high for a ball. And the pitch. There's a strike called. And the pitch. Swung on a miss, strike 2. Rathke had him reaching for that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Strike 3 called. And that'll do it for the Lumberjacks in the second. But they do pick up 2 runs on 2 hits. There was a Cavalier error, and 2 were left on base. So we've played 2, and it's the Cavaliers 4 and the Lumberjacks 2 on NLWN-TV.
NLWN-TV is excited to bring you Eau Claire Cavalier baseball. Our next game will be on Wednesday, May 20th, when the Cavaliers take on the Eau Claire Bears. Coverage on NLWN-TV begins with In the Dugout show at 6:30. That's Cavalier baseball on Wednesday, May 20th on NLWN-TV.
Cavalier baseball, we're ready to fight!
Get in touch with the roots of the Chippewa Valley at the Chippewa Valley Museum, located in Eau Claire's Casper Park, with a mission of connecting people to their community and inspire curiosity. From reinventing the Chippewa Valley, a century of change in farm life, the Farmhouse Theater, along with the Wisconsin Logging Museum and Logging Camp. Also, the Chippewa Valley Museum features special temporary exhibits and traveling exhibits, as well as web exhibits. The Chippewa Valley Museum is open Tuesdays through Saturdays. Call for more information at 715-834-7871.
And 3 Chippewa Valley area museums are teaming up for a new exhibit, the U.S. at 250. The Chippewa Area History Center here in Chippewa Falls opened the exhibit, and now the Chippewa Valley Museum in Eau Claire continues the exhibit with Civil War history through the early 20th century. That'll be followed by Menominee's Rossback Museum with mid-20th century through today. Check out the website at cvmuseum.com for more information. To take us through the middle innings of Game 1, here's Jay Fall.
Thanks, Rick. Count so far 1-1 to Caden Erickson, who scored a run, got on base by error in the first inning. And a shot out to left field, bounces just shy of Franz, and Erickson on with a base hit to left. Brings up Sam Knickerbocker, the catcher. He also got on by an error in the first inning and scored one of the 4 runs.
John.
Tyson Lucas takes a look, sends a pitch in, and it's a strike. Erickson a little lead at first. In comes a throw, that one high. Ball 2. The pitch. Base hit out to center field. And Erickson will hold at second. So back-to-back hits to start off inning number 3 for the Cavs. And coming to the plate now, Logan Hesselman with runners on first and second. Hesselman had a sac fly in the first inning.
Ryan Hall comes in as the courtesy runner for Knickerbocker. I probably should have to pay him a nickel every time I say that.
First pitch, a ball. Both Cavs runners lead. In comes the pitch. That ball hit foul down the left field line. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch, that one catches the outside corner for strike 2. 1-2 the count to Hesselman. That pitch outside and falling low for ball 2. 2-2 the count. Cavaliers lead the Lumberjacks at Chippewa Falls 4-2. And strike 3 called for Logan Hesselman. That's the first out for the Cavaliers.
It's also the second strikeout for Tyson Lucas.
Now stepping in, Aiden Pankrantz, the left fielder, and Aiden had a base hit and an RBI in the first inning. And Aiden looks at a strike. 0-1. Runner still on first and second. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. 0-2 the count.
Cavs up to 6 hits so far.
And that pitch a ball.
That was a pretty good chase me pitch that time.
1-2. And that ball low for ball 2.
A lot of 2s out there now.
Yep. And that pitch outside. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch from Lucas. That one high for ball 4.
That'll load the bases.
Brings up Jerome Delikowski. Jerome thrown out 5-3 in the first inning. Check swing, but still a strike to him.
A few raindrops starting to fall here at Casper Park.
Yep, I'm moving the electronics out of the way of the window here. And Delikowski hits the ball out to center field. Getting under it is C.J. Varsho. And heading in to score the run for the Cavaliers is Caden Erickson. So a sac fly out to center field, scores 1. And that'll bring up Cole Timon.
With runners on the corners.
And that ball fouled down near third base. Cavaliers up 5-2. Pitch comes in. That one caught the outside for strike 2. 0-2 count to Cole Timon. And strike 3 called for Cole Timon. So in the third inning, the Cavaliers score 1 run on 2 hits. There were no Lumberjack errors and 2 runners left on. Score at the end of 2.5 innings of play. The Eau Claire Cavaliers 5, the Chippewa Falls Lumber Jacks 2, and you're watching it on NLWN-TV.
Sunset House Motel and RV Park in Port Mansfield, Texas, is your destination for your next fishing or hunting adventure. With 20 rooms available including condos and RV spots, Sunset House Motel and RV Park is the place where outdoor sports people stay when they're looking for fishing and hunting adventure. Sunset House Motel and RV Park is located only a few blocks from the dock and is within walking distance to all the local restaurants. Call them at 956-944-2182 to book your stay. That's Sunset House Motel and RV Park in Port Mansfield, Texas.
Midwest Environmental Consultants, your partner and guide. From soil testing to landscapes, they cover it all. Lawn care and beauty, they're ready to call. With expertise in the ground, they'll analyze what's there. Call 608-468-2067 and let's get started. You deserve the best.
Welcome back to the Gannon Family Baseball Field at Casper Park in Chippewa Falls. We're coming to you from the Marine Credit Union broadcast facility. The Eau Claire Cavaliers in the first game of a doubleheader with the Chippewa Falls Lumber Jacks, and the home team Lumberjacks coming to bat in the bottom of the third. Cavaliers leading 5-2.
Maybe we should say scheduled for a doubleheader.
Okay. And that pitch hit out into left center field. And so Hutzler leads off with a base hit. Brings up C.J. Varsho. He got on a fielder's choice in the first inning. Hutzler a 4-stride lead out of first. Rathke's throw. High for ball. 1-0 the count. The pitch. High for ball 2. Third pitch from Rathke is high, 3-0. And that's a strike. That pitch on the outside corner. 3-1 to C.J. Varsho. And that pitch a ball. So a free base for C.J. Varsho, and stepping to the plate now, Jake Varsho.
Eli Rathke seems to be afflicted with a malady that a lot of pitchers deal with, and that's divided attention when there's a runner on base.
And there are 2 now. And that pitch catches the outside corner from Eli Rathke for strike 1. 0-1. Pitch is in. Knickerbocker pulls it out of the dirt. Ball one.
Varsho did ground into that really nice 4-6-3 double play from Kroll to Erickson to Hesselman.
Rathke checking second. The pitch bounces toward second base. Stepped on the bag there, and the throw to first for a double play.
That goes, for those of you scoring at home, 6 unassisted to 3 for a double play. And it moves Hutzler over to third. So that's 2 straight double plays Varsho has grounded into. Jake Varsho.
Kellen Smith, the batter now. He had a double the last time he was up in the second inning. Rathke's pitch fouled back into the screen for strike 2. Rathke takes a quick look at third. The throw. Low for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That was a pretty good chase me pitch right there. Trying to get Smith to chase something just out of the zone.
And he chased one there for strike 3. So in the bottom of the third inning for the Chippewa Falls Lumber Jacks, no runs, 1 hit, no Cavalier errors, and 1 left. Score at the end of 3 complete innings of play, the Eau Claire Cavaliers 5, the Chippewa Falls Lumber Jacks 2 in Game 1 of a scheduled doubleheader on NLWN-TV.
NLWN-2 invites you to join us in our time machine and journey back to the 1860s for some vintage baseball with the Menominee Blue Caps. Our next broadcast will be on Monday, June 8th, as the Blue Caps will take on the Rum River Rovers and the Afton Red Sox from Carson Park in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. That's vintage baseball, Monday, June 8th on NLWN-2.
Hate is loud. It gets clicks. It gets attention. Hate, however, is actually quite small. But love is the majority. Love fills our hearts, our lives, our everyday.
Welcome back. Top of the third inning. I'm sorry, top of. And Ashton Kroll lines a shot out to left field. In for a leadoff base hit. Now up, and he was thrown out at first the last time he was up in the second inning, and gets a piece of one, and going back out into left field. Franz is there for the first out. So top of the order now for the Cavaliers. Brayton Tillman. And he's 2 for 2 today, a single and a double. Scored one of those runs in the first. Throw and hit out to the second baseman, and the throw a bit high, but makes it there in time. And Tillman on with a fielder's choice. Two outs. That brings up Xavier Bebnister, who had a base hit in the first and was thrown out in the second at first base. Second inning at first base. There we go.
Hey, got to make sure
all
the words come up.
Yeah, because, you know, it changes the meaning. Tillman goes, but he's going to go back. Foul tip back into the fence. Cavaliers up 5-2. We're in the top of the fourth. And a pitch right over the middle from Lucas for strike 2. 1-2 the count. The pitch, that one fouled back behind the bleachers on the Cavaliers side. 1-2.
Brayton Tillman was off on the pitch, and you could almost see the look on his face when he saw that ball went foul. Like, oh, man, I got to go back.
Yeah, he's been getting quite a workout in between first and second there. The pitch, and Tillman's going, and he slides in with plenty of time. So a stolen base for Brayton Tillman. The count, 2 balls and 2 strikes to Bebnister. And that pitch high. Ball 3, full count. 3-2. Yeah, swing and a miss for strike 3 as the Cavaliers' fourth inning comes to a close with no runs on 1 hit. There were no Chippewa Falls errors and 1 runner left. Score at the end of 3.5 innings of play, the Eau Claire Cavaliers 5, the Chippewa Falls Lumber Jacks 2 on NLWN-TV.
When you have that craving for a home-cooked meal the way Mom used to make it, rest assured, you can still get that meal by going to Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax. Mom's is open daily, serving breakfast and lunch, and don't forget dinner on Friday nights with Mom's famous fish fry. The coffee is always hot, the breakfast is always delicious, and lunch will put a smile on your face and in your stomach. 225 Bremer Avenue, Colfax. Call 715-962-4617. That's Mom's Restaurant and Pub.
In November of 2018, our daughter Jana passed away. The outpouring of support was unbelievable. Support that we received inspired us to start a foundation called the Jana Kelly Memorial Foundation. And through that foundation,
we've given back in a lot of different ways, through projects, through different other charities that we've supported. We like to help Humane Association, and the Ronald McDonald House is something that's very near and dear to us. We've also recently, this last year, we actually built a tiny house. It's really exciting to be able to give back in different ways.
To learn more or to help financially, with Find us on Facebook or www.janacody.com.
Welcome back to a cloudy, showery afternoon and cooler than yesterday.
58 degrees, but Dan's smorgasbord is hot and ready here.
Sunday brunch at Casper Park. So stepping up, the leadoff batter in the fourth inning for the Lumberjacks is pitcher Tyson Lucas, and he got on with a walk, stole a base, and then advanced on a pass ball.
And eventually scored.
Yes. And Lucas hits it out to center field, falling down with an awesome catch for the Tillman.
That goes in as a web gem. Diving for that ball out in center field. It's an example of what Ryan Bemnister was talking about in the dugout show and the plays he's able to make out in the outfield.
Rathke's first pitch, a ball, 1-0.
To Carter Veith.
And Veith flew out to left field last time he was up and fouls one down the third base line. The pitch, bit high for ball 2. 2-1.
That didn't miss by much.
Rathke's pitch, that one also high for ball 3. 3-1 the count to Carter Veith. And Veith looks at a strike and a full count, 3-2. Rathke with the pitch. And that is high for a walk. Extra hitter Matt Martineau now up. He flew out to right field in the second inning when he batted last. So just a runner on first for the Lumberjacks. Eli Rathke takes a quick look down to first, throws it back, and Veith gets back in time. Martineau ready, the pitch. That one right down the middle for strike.
That was a nice looking pitch.
Oh, 0-1 the count. Eli Rathke gives the nod, throws, and runner going, and getting there on time, or getting to the base, was Carter Veith for a stolen base.
That was a close play. Throw was just a little bit high. Ashton Kroll tried to put the tag on.
That pitch high, ball 1. 1-2 the count. Veith takes the lead at second, and that ball popped up in the infield. Going up to get it is Hesselman and makes the catch for out number 2.
Hesselman came in, tracking it all the way, drifted over into foul territory to make that out.
Two outs for the Lumberjacks in the bottom of the fourth inning. Caleb Gardo steps in. He got on with a walk last time. Rathke still looking over at second, and that ball hit high, and that's going to stay in the infield again, and it's fielded by Kroll for the third out. So for the Lumberjacks, no runs, no hits, no Cavaliers errors, and one runner left. Score at the end of 4 complete innings of play. Still, the Eau Claire Cavaliers lead the Chippewa Falls Lumberjacks 5-2 on NLWN-TV.
Debt doesn't have to be complicated. Let Marine Credit Union simplify your debt so you can feel good about your money. Schedule time to get started at marinecu.com. Federally insured by NCUA. Marine Credit Union is rewarding you for making on-time loan payments with our My Loan Rewards program. Take out a loan, open a checking account with a qualified direct deposit, and get money back. Chart your course. Get details at marinecu.com. Federally insured by NCUA.
We're through 4 innings of play at the Carson Family Baseball Field at Casper Park in Chippewa Falls, coming to you from the Marine Credit Union broadcast facility. The Eau Claire Cavaliers 5, the Chippewa Falls Lumberjacks 2. Leadoff batter in the Cavs' 5th inning is Caden Erickson, who has a base hit and got on by an error. First pitch to Erickson, a ball. Second one comes in high. That's a ball as well. 2-0 count from Lucas to Erickson. In comes the pitch. That one outside for ball 3. 3-0 to Caden Erickson, who's crossed the plate twice. That pitch right down the middle for strike 1, 3-1.
That was Lucas's get me over pitch.
And a nice hit into left field will put Erickson on first.
He's got a 2-hit game going.
Now coming to the plate, catcher Sam Knickerbocker, who also had a single and got on by an error, similar to Erickson. In comes the pitch. High and outside for ball 1. Second pitch, Knickerbocker drops it into right field. He will be on for a base hit.
And his second hit of the day. So Tillman, Erickson, and Knickerbocker all have 2-hit games going.
Logan Hesselman now, the batter for the Cavaliers. He struck out in the 3rd and drove in a run with a sacrifice in the 1st. That ball fouled off onto the third base side for strike 1. Runners check. That ball low in that pitch low in the dirt for ball one. 1-1. The pitch. That one fouled over the Lumberjacks dugout. For strike 2, 1-2 the count. And another hit.
Out of play.
Fouled, yep, down the left field line. Got to lean out the window to see things down there. Hesselman. Again, send one foul out of play down the left field line.
Well, you can tell where he wants to go with it.
Yep.
He's lulling them to sleep. He's going to drill one down the right field line any second now.
As the umpires got to get some more baseballs.
Logan Hesselman making a shortage of those.
They're all grouped together, though. Lucas checks second. In comes the pitch. Outside, ball 2. 2-2 the count. And Hesselman fouls one back right over the top of the press box here. 2-2. The Marine Credit Union Broadcast Facility. Swing and a miss for strike 3.
Pulled the string on that one a little bit. Hesselman was out in front of the pitch. It's his second strikeout of the game.
Brings up Aiden Pankrantz, who walked in the third and had a base hit in the first. RBI single. And heading to third is Erickson, and he makes it, and then the error allows him to come in.
So give Erickson credit for a stolen base, and then he scored on the error on the catcher because that throw was wide of the mark. Third error of the game by the Lumberjacks.
And strike 1 to Pankrantz. Pankrantz gets a piece of it heading out to center field. Getting below it is C.J. Varsho. Heading to second to third.
Just barely got in under the tag was Hull.
So Jerome Delikowski comes up as the sun shines on the Gannon family baseball field.
They didn't appeal at second, saying that Hall might have left too early, but umpire says no, he was not.
First pitch from Lucas inside to Delikowski, 1-0. Second one, Jerome fouls out behind the Cavs dugout, or near the Cavs dugout. 1-1. And Delikowski hits it out to right field. Smith gets under it to retire the Cavaliers. But the Cavs in their 5th inning score a run on 2 hits. There was 1 error by the Lumberjacks and 1 runner left. Score at the end of 4.5 innings of play. The Eau Claire Cavaliers 6. The Chippewa Falls Lumber Jacks 2 on NLWN-TV.
Honey, the kids are antsy. What can we do that will keep all of us entertained and won't break the bank?
How about we take them to the Cavaliers game? Tickets are inexpensive, there's popcorn, hot dogs, and other baseball treats, and great baseball action.
That's right, Eau Claire Cavalier Baseball, your best choice for affordable family entertainment. Check out the schedule at www.eauclaircavaliers.org.
Welcome back to Eau Claire Cavaliers Baseball, coming to you live from Gannon Family Baseball Field at Casper Park in Chippewa Falls. The first game of a scheduled twin bill.
I'm optimistic, Jay. I think we're going to get them both in.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'm seeing some patches of blue. All this weather's coming from the south and the east, and I'm seeing patches of blue that way. I think we're going to get both games in. And when I got up this morning, I wasn't so confident about that.
So Blake Tripler, Taylor France, and Nolan Hutzler will be the first 3 batters in the 5th inning for the Lumberjacks. And that ball drops out into right field, and a base hit for Blake Tripler.
That's his second single to right.
Taylor France, the left fielder, who struck out in the 2nd inning. Now at the plate to face Eli Rathke. Tripler, 3 strides off. Rathke with a pitch. Showing bunt there, and it was a strike from Rathke. 0-1.
Bemnister ready to charge the line on the third base side.
That pitch high. 1 ball, 1 strike.
He didn't show bunt that time, but Bemnister's still in on the grass.
And ball bunted down the first base line. Rathke with the throw in time to Hesselman for out number 2.
That goes as a sacrifice bunt.
One out for the Lumberjacks. Nolan Hutzler comes in. He walked and had a base hit in his first 2 plate appearances. Rathke checks second base. That pitch goes low, ball 1. Rathke looking again at Tripler. That pitch inside. Ball 2. 2-0. Rathke takes a second look back to Tripler. In comes the pitch. Caught the inside corner for strike 1. The pitch. Over the middle for strike two. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Blake Tripler at second. Eli Rathke takes a look over. And the pitch. That one chopped. 2-2. That pitch, a high look for Hutzler into a full count.
If Hutzler hadn't shaved this morning, he did now.
In comes the pitch. That one high for ball 4. So now runners on first and second as C.J. Varsho comes to the plate. In the third inning, he was part of a unassisted part of a double play and got out on a fielder's choice on the first. Rathke's pitch. Ball popped up, getting under it. Hesselman takes it down for out number 2. The batter, Jake Varsho, the shortstop, part of that double play in the third. He was also part of a double play in the first.
Well, he won't ground into a double play this time because there's already 2 outs.
And that ball hit low, but it's scooped up by Kroll. Kroll's throw to Hesselman got him at first to end the inning. So for the Lumberjacks, they score no runs on 1 hit. There were no Cavaliers errors and 2 runners left. Score at the end of 5 complete innings of play. The Eau Claire Cavaliers 6, the Chippewa Falls Lumberjacks 2 on NLWN-TV.
Auto Vision Center in Eau Claire, your source for auto glass repair and replacement. Their quality work comes complete with a lifetime warranty on workmanship. When it comes to windshield repair and replacement, Auto Vision Center provides mobile auto glass services with free estimates. So if your windshield needs help, call Auto Vision Center today. That's Auto Vision Center at 1631 North Claremont in Eau Claire. Call 715-834-5277.
The Eau Claire Cavaliers would like to take veterans out to the ball game. That's right. As a thank you for your service, any veteran of the United States military can receive a lifetime pass for free admission to all Cavalier home games. Just come to Carson Park with your veteran identification, and the Cavaliers will issue you a free lifetime pass to all Cavalier home games. That's just the Cavaliers' way of saying thank you for your service.
Eau Claire Cavaliers 6, the Chippewa Falls Lumberjacks 2, Game 1 of a scheduled doubleheader. And to take us home, here's Rick Olson.
Thank you, Jay. Cole Timon to lead things off for the Cavaliers in the top of the 6th inning. He'll be followed by Ashton Kroll and Trenton Palmer. Timon's 0 for 2, grounded to short and struck out looking. And the first pitch from Tyson Lucas is down low. 1 ball, no strikes. Lucas thrown 84 pitches by our unofficial count, and that pitch is high for ball 2. And there's a strike at the belt. The 2-1 pitch. Fly ball out towards right field. Drifting over is Smith, and he makes the catch. That'll bring up Ashton Kroll. Kroll is 1 for 2. Struck out his first time up and then laced a single out into left field. And he watches the first one for a ball. And it's outside for ball 2. Line shot out in towards center field, falls in for a base hit, and it's a 2-hit day for Ashton Kroll. That'll bring up Trenton Palmer. Palmer's 0 for 2. Grounded back to the pitcher and also flew out to left. First pitch is a ball. A few raindrops starting to come again. They had let up for a little while. And the pitch, high and away. There's a line shot out into center field for a base hit. And Palmer has his first hit of the game. Takes us back to the top of the order. Brayton Tillman, who's 2 for 3. So 6 of the Cavalier hitters have hits today. And the first pitch is on the outside corner for a strike. And strike 2 called. No balls, 2 strikes. Cavs up 6-2. We're in the top of the 6th inning. 2 on, 1 out. Pitch is inside. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Brayton Tillman. Tillman singled and scored in the first inning. Then he doubled to right. And that missed outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runners take their leads. And its count goes full. Ashton Kroll at second, Trenton Palmer at first. 1 away. And the payoff pitch. Ground ball foul down the first baseline. Brian Maher kind of made an attempt at the ball.
Does a kick count in baseball, though?
Probably not. Well, he was probably involved in that hacky sack they were doing.
Oh, sure, sure.
While we were waiting for the umpires to get here.
There we go.
There's a high pop foul behind the plate. Carter Veith moving back, and he makes it right at the fence. That'll bring up Xavier Bemnister with 2 down. Bemnister's 1 for 3. Got an infield hit in the first inning. And grounded back to the pitcher and struck out. And a foul ball off the right side. Lucas's pitch is down low for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 down. Again, Ashton Kroll at second, Trenton Palmer at first. 2 down, the 1-1 pitch. Inside for ball 2. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Ground ball down the third base line. It stays foul. Kroll rounds third. He's going to come in and score. So it's an RBI single for Xavier Bemnister to left field. And it puts the Cavs up on top 7-2. And it'll bring Caden Erickson to the plate. Erickson's 2 for 3. A pair of singles out to left field. And the pitch is down low for a ball. Tyson Lucas on the mound. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on and fouled back into the backstop. Breeze is picking up a little bit. And the pitch. Foul back off the right side. That one went right about where you had your wife's truck parked there, Dan. A couple years back. Those dents are still in the hood.
Notice I parked way out there.
Way out there, right behind my truck. And another foul back into the screen.
Yeah, I got the same truck today.
Yes, you do. Trenton Palmer is at second. Xavier Bemnister at first. And fakes the throw to second. Palmer dives back in. And there's strike 3 called. So Erickson goes down looking, but not before the Cavaliers pick up a run on 3 hits. There were no errors, and 2 were left on base. So we've played 5.5, and it's the Cavaliers 7 and the Chippewa Falls Lumber Jacks 2 on NLWN-TV.
Midwest Environmental Consultants, your partner and guide. From soil testing to landscapes, they cover it all. Lawn care and beauty, they're ready to call. With expertise in the ground, they'll analyze what's there. Call 608-468-2067 and let's get started. You deserve the best.
NLWN-TV is excited to bring you Eau Claire Cavalier baseball. Our next game will be on Wednesday, May 20th when the Cavaliers take on the Eau Claire Bears. Coverage on NLWN-TV begins with In the Dugout show at 6:30. That's Cavalier baseball on Wednesday, May 20th on NLWN-TV.
Cavalier baseball,
We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Cavaliers on top, 7-2 over the Chippewa Falls Lumber Jacks. Due up are Kellen Smith, Tyson Lucas, and Carter Veith. Eli Rathke heading into his 6th inning of work. He's thrown 68 pitches. I can't see the bullpen for the Lumberjacks. I don't know if anybody's warming up or not.
Yes, they do.
And John looked down that way. He's got a little different angle. He said, yes, there is. Kellen Smith at the plate. Took that pitch for a ball. And there's a fly ball out towards center field. Tillman under it, and he makes the catch. So one away. That's going to bring up Tyson Lucas. And there's a line shot out into right field for a base hit. So Lucas with his first hit of the day. He had walked and flew out to center field. And brings up Carter Veith. He's 0 for 1. Flew out to left, throw over to first, and back in time is Lucas. Veith also drew a walk. Looks in. That's Rathke, and he delivers. Swing and a miss. He threw the fastball by him. That's the Eli Rathke fastball that we're used to seeing. Veith has seen that too. He caught Rathke a few times last year. Down low for a ball. Although, Jay, I got to think it'd be a little different as a hitter than as a catcher, seeing the same pitcher.
Yeah.
And the 1-1 pitch, that's high for a ball. 2 balls and a strike. Rathke looks over at first. Lucas with his lead. The 2-1 to Veith. Swung on a miss. The count's even. Veith was chasing one down in the dirt that time. Count's even at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. And the 2-2 pitch. Ground ball foul down the third base line. Two balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. That's high. Count goes full. And the payoff pitch. Check swing, low, ball 4. So now 2 runners on. Tyson Lucas goes over to second. Veith at first. That's going to bring up Matt Martineau. He's 0 for 2. Flew out to center field and then popped a foul on the first baseline that was caught by Hesselman. And the first pitch was outside for a ball. And that's high for a ball. Two balls and no strikes. Rathke at the belt. And he delivers. That's down low for a ball. 3 balls, no strikes. Ryan Bemnister at the door of the dugout. And it looks like we have a little bit of activity going on down in the Cavalier bullpen. Andrew Milner warming up. There's a strike at the belt. That might be warming up for game 2. And the pitch. Line shot. That goes out into left field for a base hit. Rounding third is Lucas. The throw coming to the plate. It's not going to be in time. And that's an RBI single for Matt Martineau. As Tyson Lucas comes in to score. And Carter Veith ends up on second. We're going to have a conference at the mound. 7-3 is the score now. Cavs up by 4. Eli Rathke and telling Ryan Bemnister he's good to go. And Bemnister left the mound laughing, so that's a good sign. Eli Rathke is one of those guys, always wants the ball. He's a true competitor. Caleb Gardo at the plate, 0 for 1. That pitch just missed. Gardo walked and popped to second. And the pitch. Ground ball over towards short. Took a high hop over Erickson's glove. That's going to go as a hit. Erickson didn't have a chance. And coming in to score is Carter Veith. Erickson was in position to make the play, and it took a very high hop up over his glove. And it's going to bring up Blake Tripler. 2 runs in for the Lumberjacks in the bottom of the 6th. 7-4, Cavs on top. Rathke looks, now delivers. It's high for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes. Tripler represents the tying run. Rathke fires. That's a strike on the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike. 1 away. And the pitch, that's high for a ball. 3 balls and a strike. And the pitch. Ball 4, and the bases are loaded, tying runs on base. It's going to bring up Trevor Franz, but not before we get a pitching change. And while we get that all figured out, we're going to take this time out on NLWN-TV.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut. The one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I can have a drink. Or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking. Now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. Catch a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Get in touch with the roots of the Chippewa Valley at the Chippewa Valley Museum. Located in Eau Claire's Carson Park, with a mission of connecting people to their community and inspire curiosity. From reinventing the Chippewa Valley, a century of change in farm life, the Farmhouse Theater, along with the Wisconsin Logging Museum and Logging Camp. Also, the Chippewa Valley Museum features special temporary exhibits and traveling exhibits, as well as web exhibits. The Chippewa Valley Museum is open Tuesdays through Saturdays. Call for more information at 715-834-7871.
Love the hustle, Cliff. Who are you?
Your lungs.
We're quite proud of you.
Even though you quit smoking years ago, you may be at risk for lung cancer.
Okay. Well, with the routine screening, you can detect it early when it's more curable.
Sounds good, guys. Can I get a little space here?
Biologically, no.
Okay.
Listen to your lungs. Get a routine screening that could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
NLWN-2 invites you to join us in our time machine and journey back to the 1860s for some vintage baseball with the Menominee Blue Caps. Our next broadcast will be on Monday, June 8th, as the Blue Caps will take on the Rum River Rovers and the Afton Red Sox from Carson Park in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. That's Vintage Baseball, Monday, June 8th on NLWN-2.
You're not gonna get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff.
Mama!
Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
I was a quarterback at Hardaway High School. College first-round draft pick. During the football season, I would stop eating. But I didn't know I was depressed. We didn't have any education behind what mental health was. I started to learn it starts here first. If this is together, I'll be better as a father and as a husband. We have to redefine what being a strong man is and heal, love your mind.
You've been watching Eau Claire Cavalier Baseball on NLWN-TV. This copyrighted presentation has been a production of the Northern Light Webcasting Network in conjunction with the Eau Claire Cavaliers and is intended for the enjoyment of the viewing and listening audience. Any broadcast, rebroadcast, or reproduction in any form, without the express written consent of the Northern Light Webcasting Network LLC and the Eau Claire Cavaliers is prohibited. Stay tuned. Coming up next is Talkin' Baseball, with a look back at today's game. You have been tuned to Talkin' Baseball with a wrap-up of today's Eau Claire Cavalier baseball game. This has been a presentation of NLWN-TV. The Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV will now have to leave the air briefly so we can reset our equipment to bring you Game 2 of today's doubleheader. Please close out of our channel on YouTube and come back in a few moments when you see that Game 2 is available. This is NLWN-TV.
Make sure you come back real soon.